Hello and welcome to my review of Captain America, the First Avenger, starring Chris Evans and Hugo Weaving. Captain America centers on a young, physically incapable patriot named Steve Rogers, played by Chris Evans, who dreams of joining the U.S. Army in their battle against the Nazis. When a scientist played by Stanley Tucci sees the goodness and valor in him, he puts him up for the Super Soldier Project, which is a thing where they inject the serum into Chris Evans' body, which turns him into this hulking, super-powered super soldier, which allows him to go up against the evil division Hydra, led by Johann Schmidt / the Red Skull. Now this is the final build-up movie to the Avengers, and after seeing it, I have to say I am dying to see that film. Marvel continues their tradition here of making great summer movies with extremely compelling lead characters with this very fun summer film. The best thing about this movie is Steve Rogers, and I think that's the best thing about most Marvel movies is their main character. And here we have a character who's very different from someone like Thor or Iron Man, in that he's humble, he's a good guy, he's a symbol of everything the true American warrior should be, valiant and brave and good-hearted. And Chris Evans, shockingly, plays this extremely well. He gives a very earnest performance here. He always makes sure that the kindness and the humility of this character shine through at all times, even when he's this big, bulked-up super soldier. He never gets cocky and is never corrupted. He is the iconic American hero, and Chris Evans plays it wonderfully. Especially at the beginning, you really feel his drive and his anger towards not only the Nazis, but just bullies in general, and you really start to root for him, just because of how earnestly Evans plays this pretty tricky part. The rest of the cast is also great, especially Hugo Weaving as the Red Skull, but he's got playing a villain down to a science at this point, and Tommy Lee Jones, who gives a hilarious supporting performance as a hard-nosed general. Another great thing about this movie is the way it looks. This movie absolutely throws you into the world of World War II. From the sets, to the costumes, to the weapons, to everything. It's just a great-looking movie, and the whole thing just has this wonderful, filter to it, to where it just looks like a classic action adventure film. And this movie's, in terms of just appearances, is one of the best looking movies I've seen this summer. Also, the action sequences in this movie are really fun, and the movie is really well paced, giving you a nice balance between the action and the character development and making sure you care about Steve Rogers when he's in these action sequences. Also, this movie does a very good job of tying into the upcoming Avengers film without being intrusive or feeling like the movie was just made to build up to that. My main issue with this film is purely a matter of personal taste. While I really like Chris Evans' portrayal of Steve Rogers, I just don't find him as interesting as someone who's more flawed, like Thor or Iron Man. He just feels a little bit too much like a goody two-shoes, but I do admire that they do have a hero like that, and like I said, the portrayal of him was great. It's just the character itself is just not as interesting as a fellow Marvel hero. And also, there were occasional moments where the movie felt like it dragged a little bit. But overall, Captain America is a fun, old-school summer adventure that will leave you very primed for the Avengers and will give you a good time at the movies. I'd give it 3 stars out of 4. I'm not sure if I like it a whole lot better than some of the other Marvel films, but I'd say it ranks right up there with some of the better ones. I really did enjoy this film. And if you like this review, subscribe to my channel, because there'll be plenty more reviews and videos coming up.